Well, if you would watch where you were going, I wouldn't have bumped into you in the first place. Same to you. Boy, oh boy. Think she'd never been pinched before. Maybe it's my cologne. Hey, Red, what do you think women would like on a guy like me?
How about Mace?
So, you think John will be here tonight?
Oh, I don't know. I called him earlier today. Didn't sound too good.
Why not? What's wrong?
Well, this Sunday is the 2nd anniversary of the day that Wendy destroyed him with that Dear John letter.
Oh, no. It's that time of year again. DJ Day.
I remember last year he was so depressed he locked himself in his apartment the entire weekend and stuffed himself with ding-dongs.
Well, good evening, everybody.
Hi, John.
Hi.
Are you all right?
Huh? Yeah, fine. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Black Sunday is this weekend, huh? Well, past that now. What's done is done, and you don't have to worry about me pigging out on ding-dongs. Got a whole new attitude this year.
Oh, good for you, John.
That's terrific.
Great. John, maybe later we'll knock back a couple of brewskis to celebrate.
Oh, good. I sure could use something to wash down these Twinkies.
Is filmed before a studio audience.
John? You better give the Twinkies a rest or plan on wearing that chair home.
Oh, come on, really. Now, you got that Dear John letter 2 years ago. You can't keep stuffing your face every time DJ Day rolls around. Let it go. Move on.
I am moving on. This is my 6th Twinkie.
Oh, Mrs. Filbert, you certainly were a beautiful teenager.
Well, you don't get to look like this overnight.
So what do we got here?
Mrs. Filbert is going to her 60th high school reunion this Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah, Tom's taking me. I'm so excited.
Look at this photograph of her at 16 with her boyfriend.
Oh. Move over, Mary Pickford.
John, isn't Mrs. Filbert the most adorable thing you've ever seen?
Yeah,
Well put. Oh, you know, you were so cute. You looked just like a Cupid doll.
Oh, I was no Cupid doll, honey. I was a vamp. Especially when I played my ukulele.
Oh, look at that!
I just have it restrung for the reunion. I used to drive the boys wild when I played this thing.
Guess that explains all those notches on it.
Do you know Honolulu, baby?
Honolulu, baby?
Uh-huh. Oh, 2 bars of that, and the boys would be fighting to get into my rumble seat. Honolulu, baby, where'd you get those eyes and that complexion that I
Mrs. Phillips, stop, please. I can't control myself.
Works every time.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, Thomas.
Oh, will you excuse me? I have to go see what the big guy wants. As if I didn't know.
Boy, Mrs. Filbert sure looks pretty. I wish I had a girlfriend in high school look like her. What am I saying? I would have settled for a girlfriend look like him.
So was her boyfriend, huh?
Yes, that was Mrs. Filbert's high school sweetheart, Lloyd.
Oh, well, that's why she's so excited about the reunion, because Lloyd's going to be there.
No, because Lloyd's not going to be there. You see, Mrs. Filbert and Lloyd were engaged to be married, but 2 days before the wedding, Lloyd ran off with her best friend, Clara.
Ran off with her best friend?
That's right.
Oh, God, where are my Twinkies?
John, sit down.
Twinkies?
Oh, DJ Day is this Sunday.
Oh.
Do you mind? Do you mind? We were talking about Mrs. Filbert, right?
Oh, yes, well, this will be the first reunion Mrs. Filbert's ever gone to. She was always afraid she'd run into Lloyd and Clara.
Oh, I imagine having 2 women fighting over you like that.
Trust me, Ralphie. It's a sobering experience.
Oh, Mrs. Filbert, what are you going to wear to the reunion?
Nothing.
That ought to get their hearts started.
No, I mean, I'm not going. Tom can't take me. He's going out of town.
Well, where's he going?
He has a speaking engagement.
Filbert, you can't miss a day like this. You've waited such a long time.
I'm not dragging all the way out to Weehawken, New Jersey by myself.
I went all the way to Nebraska for my reunion.
You went to high school in Nebraska?
No, guess that's why I was voted most gullible.
Hey, John. John.
Yeah.
Why don't you take her?
Huh? Me? No, I don't know. I'm sorry, Mrs. Filbert. I sort of have plans for Sunday.
Yeah, he's staying home for the big twink off.
John, it will do you good to get out of the house Sunday. Take your mind off things. It's just for the afternoon.
Yeah, you wouldn't want Mrs. Filbert to miss her reunion, would you?
Oh, who cares? Who wants to go to a stupid 60th reunion anyway? I'll see you next week.
Mrs. Filbert, I'd be honored to take you.
Oh, that's very sweet, John.
Thank you. But let's get one thing straight. As a rule, I don't fool around on the first date.
Oh, okay.
And again, rules were made to be broken.
Mrs. Filbert, let's just give it a rest, please. That was our 7th Charleston. Besides, it's almost 5 o'clock. We should be going home now, huh?
Well, aren't you having a good time?
What? Yes. I'm having a great time. But today is the day that I have to be at home, alone, all by myself. Do you care for an Oreo? How about a Malamar?
Bonnie, come here. I want you to see something.
Oh, let me just talk to Dottie before we go.
I'll wash this down with some punch.
Hey, John.
Oh,
I saw you dancing there. You cut a mean rug. Put her there.
I got you, yeah, you sure did, Lester.
Yeah.
Why, that's even funnier than the dribble glass before.
Now you know why they call me Lester the Jester, eh?
Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah.
Oh, that Bonnie. She's still cute as a button. But oh, what a temper.
Bonnie Filbert? A temper?
Didn't you hear what she did when her best friend Clara stole her fiancé and took off with him?
No, I didn't.
You see, Clara had the best head of hair in Weehawken. And when Clara and Lloyd took off in their roadster to elope, Bonnie pulled alongside on a motorcycle and tried to cut off Claire's hair with a pair of sheep shears.
Yeah.
And she would have done it, too, if the sidecar hadn't hooked on a hog.
That sweet old lady did that?
Hard to believe, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah!
Oh, no, Dottie. I did not swoon over Rudolph Valentino.
You did so. Remember, we saw all of his movies together. You loved Rudolph Rudolph Valentino.
Not Rudolph Valentino, Rudy Valley.
But don't you remember we saw him on a double bill with Nelson Eddy?
No, not Nelson Eddy. Eddie Cantor.
I just remembered. I never went to a movie with you.
Filbert. About time to go, isn't it?
Hey, Bonnie, what do you say we trip the line fantastic, huh?
Okay, one more.
Well, well, well. I don't believe my eyes. Look who came after all.
Oh,
Clara and Lloyd.
Clara and Lloyd? Oh, no, no, no.
Bonnie, what's new?
Hello, Lloyd. Hello, Clara.
It's been a long time.
Not long enough.
You can't still be upset with me. It's almost 60 years. What could I do? Lloyd swept me off my feet.
Big deal. Your legs were already in the air.
Sorry.
Bonnie, did you ever manage to get married?
I'm between husbands right now.
You never could hold on to a man.
Well, I held on to this one for 3 years. This is my fiancé, John.
Fiancé. Well, hey, look at the time. We have to go. It was really nice meeting you. Come on, let's go, Lamb Chop.
Oh. Just a minute, Popsicle. I want to apologize.
You do?
Yes. I just haven't been myself lately. Well, I mean, what with planning our wedding and all.
I understand, dear. I'm so glad we decided to come at the last minute.
Oh, it's really too bad you couldn't get here sooner. You and I had so much to catch up on.
Yeah.
Oh, why don't we go to our place for coffee?
Our place? No. It would be much too hard on them. We live all the way over in Rego Park.
We live in Jackson Heights. We're practically neighbors. We would love to come over.
Oh,
Well,
isn't that great, John?
Well, actually,
John loves entertaining. Can I pick him or what?
Look, Mrs. Filbert, I'm really glad that you made up with your friends, but this is just not a good night for me, you know? So we'll just have them in for a cup of coffee, a little small talk, and then we'll send them on their way, okay?
Don't worry, it won't take me long to get what belongs to me.
What's that?
Lloyd.
Oh, this is crazy. Take Lloyd. You can't break up a 60-year marriage.
Oh, no? That's one of the great things about life. A woman is never too old to be a homewrecker.
This is crazy. You can't break up Clara and Lloyd.
Oh, quit belly aching. You give me the heebie-jeebies.
Just how do you think you're going to go about getting Lloyd back, anyway?
Simple. I'm going to seduce him.
Oh, Mrs. Filbert.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go get freshened up for the kill.
Mrs. Filbert, look, I don't need this right now. All I want to do is be left alone. Now, look. One coffee, and you and Lloyd and Clara are out of here. Start using that peephole.
We were in the neighborhood, so we thought we'd drop by.
In the neighborhood?
Yeah, we were on our regular Sunday night walk.
Since when do you have a regular Sunday night walk?
This is our first night. Pretty quick, huh?
All right, John. We needn't beat around the bush. We were a bit concerned about you facing DJ night alone.
Okay. All right, look, I appreciate that, but I'm in great shape. So, as a matter of fact, would you please get out of here? Because I have a woman here tonight.
No!
Yes, yes. Please, please, please. So you don't have to worry about my being depressed.
Hi, gang.
Oh, John, you really are depressed.
Now.
No, it's not going to work, John. You're not going to get rid of us that easily.
So, Mrs. Filbert, how was the reunion?
Oh, it was fine, until Clara and Lloyd showed up, that is.
What happened?
Well, it's a long story and involves sheep shears, but I'll tell you all about that some other time when you're all not leaving, okay? Oh, hi. Hi. We were just talking about you.
Hello, John. You didn't mention that it was a party.
Trust me, it's no party. Come in.
We're friends of John's.
Hello. Well, you must be very excited about their engagement.
Whose engagement?
Bonnie's and John's, of course.
What?
Wow.
You're engaged? Wow, I didn't even know you two were going together.
So, tell me, have you two given any thought to kids?
Guys, can I talk to you in the kitchen for a moment, please?
Oh, good. I'll bet John's going to show us his china pattern.
Where are you registered?
Get in the kitchen, please. All right, look, let me tell you what's going on. At the reunion, Mrs. Filbert, in order to save face, told Lloyd and Clara that I was her fiancé. All right, now, you got that?
Oh.
Good. Now,
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Bonnie asked me to get the coffee started.
Uh-huh.
Where do you keep the filters?
Oh, it's in the top drawer. Oh, never mind, I'll get it.
So anyway, John, about this wedding, after you and Mrs. Filbert tie the knot, are you guys gonna live here or try and save some money and shack up with her parents?
There you are, Clara.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, everybody, please. Excuse us.
John, if you wanted so badly to be alone, why did you invite Lloyd and Clara over for coffee?
I didn't. Mrs. Filbert did. She has this crazy plan about seducing Lloyd.
Oh, suddenly I have newfound respect for the Filster.
Hey, come on. Kirk, I'm not gonna let that happen here. Now, look, I wouldn't say this if I didn't love you all. Would you please get the hell out of my apartment?
John, somebody is playing the ukulele in your bedroom.
Oh, my God.
What is that?
Foreplay. Mrs. Filbert's in there with Lloyd.
Honolulu, baby! That horny little thing!
Mrs. Filbert, open this door! Come on, Mrs. Filbert, we know what you're doing in there, please!
Lloyd! Come out of there right now! Honolulu, baby, where'd you get that smile?
Oh, Mrs. Filbert, give me that.
Oh, nuts. One more chorus and I'd have had him.
Bonnie, you haven't changed a bit. You're no different than you were 60 years ago. You couldn't get Lloyd then, and you can't get him now.
You can't talk like that to me, you trollop.
How dare you? Girls, please, can't we resolve our differences in a more civilized manner? Come, Clara, come, Mrs. Filbert, sit down. I said sit! All right, everybody, pull up some chairs. We'll discuss this one-to-one style.
That's a reasonable idea, Louise.
Now, who'd like to begin?
Well, I've been having some problems lately.
Let me have a go at it. Let's look at the facts, shall we? Now, Mrs. Filbert, while it's true that Clara absconded with your betrothed, Lloyd here, that did enable you to experience other men.
Well, I tried.
Tried? You tried more men than Judge Wapner.
And Clara, you've had a wonderful 60-year marriage, so it seems both of you got what you wanted. Therefore, I think it's time to bury old grievances and retrieve the warm friendship of old school chums. What say, girls? I never really did believe in these techniques.
Let me give it a try. Mrs. Filbert, I've been with you all day, watching you enjoy a perfectly wonderful reunion. And now you're going to spoil it. And why? Because you keep holding on to all that anger from 60 years ago. Mrs. Filbert, believe me, I know better than anyone how much it hurts to lose somebody like that.
So?
So you can't carry around all that anger all your life! I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Look, there comes a time to let that anger go. You understand? And I, for one, think that time is right now, Mrs. Filbert.
What's so important about now?
Mrs. Filbert. Mrs. Filbert, how many more reunions do you have to waste?
Clara, deep down in my heart, I always knew that my life turned out the way it should have. Thanks for stealing Lloyd.
It was my pleasure. And now come over to my place and let's have a real reunion.
Oh, I'd love it. Wait till I get my ukulele.
No. Lamb chop, leave the ukulele here. Okay?
Your fiancé is very charming.
Oh, he's not my fiancé. He's just a passing fancy.
Well, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Have a nice night. Oh, boy.
You know, those were good words you said to Mrs. Filbert about anger, John. Words to live by.
Yes, they were good, weren't they?
So, do you think you could live by them?
Well, I could try. Is anybody hungry? I'm so...
I know I am.
Please.
I haven't had dinner.
You got anything good to eat in there, John? Yeah, I think I have some mud pies that I bought for the weekend. Oh. Just a few, though.
Rollins is in the deep freeze when an old acquaintance wants a court order to be iced. And Roxanne's got a case of opening night jitters. This is Blair Underwood. The curtain goes up on L.A. Law. Next.
And Friday night, come in from the cold and heat up with adventure, action, and intrigue on NBC with Baywatch, True Blue, and Mancuso FBI Friday.